At first you don't succeed, you gotta try it again. But if you too scared to lose, then you ain't ready to win. So you gotta go hard from the start to the end. If they slept on you once, don't let them do it again. Listen, I'll be going hard till my last day. You gotta fight through it. Everybody have a bad day. Smiles on this side, never catch me with a sad face. Even when they kick me to the curb like it's trash day. Yeah, got too much fight inside.
BKG making his way into that end zone, and BKG Velner in second, Maderas
The yoke is definitely the weight, but also I've just made sure throughout the weekend that everything's firing, like my back, my glutes and everything is just still like intact after the weekend. So I think I'm just like well recovered.
You nearly did it in one. Did you think you were going to do it in one?
Yeah, I know, I was so close. I was touching the blue and I wasn't sure, like, is it blue or is it the white? But yeah, I needed like 10 more seconds.
So instead of going forwards and digital, you've gone backwards and newspaper.
But it looks cool.
I don't even have a comment. It speaks for itself.
Fun fact that I didn't know, BKG has Invisalign too, and he enjoys them as much as I do. When I train, I bite on them.
The bar was too low. Just struggled to get it up. Once it was up, moving was fine. Too short for the middle one, and the lowest one is just felt like a 100 max back squat every time.
Crowd into it as Saxon pants to the finish line.
I'm not walking so good. I thought the yoke is still on me.
Such a big human, isn't he?
He's got big humour too.
I know. Humour to match the size of his chest.
Ever wondered how you move a yoke?
From the start to the end. If they slept on you once, don't let them do it again. Nah, hey, don't let them do it again. If you wanna be great, you gotta do it again. Anything in the way, you gotta move it again. Any point that you made, you gotta prove it again. Yeah, hey, don't let them do it again. If you wanna be great, you gotta do it again. Anything in the way, you gotta move it again. Any point that you made, you gotta prove it again. Slept on me long enough, I hope you will.
It was really good event, like you see, I was too slow on the first round, like Tia was too close to the finish line, there was no way to catch her. Even though I tried so hard, like, actually I dropped the yoke on the first round for like 2 seconds, so probably that's the reason why I couldn't catch her. But it was awesome, like I love this event.
You went so fast. You did so good.
I love interval style. This is basically what we do every day at the gym, like intervals.
Reps to go.
As well, Haley's in all black.
You're gonna wear it?
Possibly the cutest thing I've ever seen.
She is the cutest thing you'll ever see. That was good. I was so close. I just decided I wanted to do more reps apparently.
Laura Horvath got into the blue on her carry. Now Laura Horvath.
I just needed one more second.
I saw you look back on the GHD after the first round like,
Wow! Why do I make my life hard?
Yeah, so I'm teaching the next generation of content cooks here. Let me present you Ramsey, my roommate.
Are you cooking?
And yesterday when I was cooking and she was sleeping, I thought she was doing a podcast with Joe Rogan in her sleep. She said you...
I was up at 6 AM, were you?
She said you cannot trust rocks.
You were in bed.
You cannot trust rocks. Hold up. I got your reaction yesterday to Velner's snatch, and it was the best thing I've ever seen. What was it?
It's like a proud dad.
I just like seeing my homies doing cool things.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably know, I think he hit a snatch PR 290 a couple weeks ago. So I think he tied his snatch PR. Not 100% sure, but then like Medeiros tying his PR. I mean, they look solid. And what's even more impressive is that it was at the end of day 3 at the games. So it's like,
what are the athletes feeling today? You know it better than anyone.
I'd have to look at what they've done. Like, I'd have to see it all on paper. But from first impression, I mean, they did 2 events with heavy cleans, and then the sprint. I don't think people realize how taxing that sprint would have been, because like 550 meters, it's as close to a max effort for a minute as possible. So I'm willing to bet their nervous systems are just kind of shot. But you know, 2 events left, it just go. It doesn't matter how you're feeling.
Blackout. The Matt Fraser blackout.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Good week for you, eh?
It's been good so far. Got one more. How's your trip so far?
Is this your first CrossFit Games as a team?
Yes, we qualified last year, but didn't happen.
How is it?
It's a good one. It's a good first time. Couldn't get any better.
Gonna streak it in.
And you went like Forrest Gump the other day.
On that run. They says I was the only one sprinting, so you look a lot faster if you're the only one out there running.
Let me tell you something, team. Day 4 was wild, that final day. You already know the outcome? But we're going to talk about a couple of different things. The handstand push-up workout. We've had parallettes, we've had deficit, we've had off the rings. But now we have freestanding handstand push-ups as a new movement kind of in CrossFit. Cue everyone trying to do them over the next couple of weeks. But Alex Smith has been doing them for years. He knew it was coming. Let me tell you something, it was actually a fun event to watch, probably the slowest event in history. Reminds me of the thing off Monsters Inc. But Pat just coming out on top for the males, Annie winning it for the females. But I think the interview of the week went to Pat Vellner afterwards.
You continue to chip away at the lead. What is it like when you put a performance like that and Medeiros just keeps with you rep for rep? It's annoying.
And pretty much after that event, the male podium was already set as long as there was no real big upsets when looking at the point standings. Whereas on the women's side, Annie went into that event 5 points behind Kristin Halte. Annie took first, Kristin Halte took second, making up that 5 points difference, meaning that going into that final event, that third spot on the podium was whoever finished ahead, 14 events, equal points. Tia after that event gave us a little insight into what it feels like to do that event. But yeah, looking at that event, I kind of liked it. The barbell was heavy. Talk about smashing the central nervous system all week and then putting some real heavy deadlifts at the end. And now the freestanding handstand push-ups, you know, that's very specialist. We've seen 2 proper specialist events over the weekend. The handstand walk, ramp, obstacle, and that. I like the skill. I feel like the Italians would be offended.
Oh, they would be. Yeah, have you seen that video going around of the girl that's got an Italian boyfriend and she snapped the spaghetti? That's hilarious.
What do they do here?
No, they do toasted ravioli, but that is not in the toaster. It is fried. Fried ravioli, fried pasta. Who looks at pasta and thinks, I know what that's missing. We need to fry that.
I didn't realise it was going to be this big, that's what she said.
So the size of your head.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell? I thought it'd just be some fries.
I genuinely don't know what you're going to do with that.
Only in America is the bowl edible too.
True story. I'm going to try this. Pasta is genuinely like my favourite thing.
Is it good?
That is actually really good, really good. It doesn't really taste like pasta. It just tastes like cheese and garlic. It tastes like garlic bread.
To see if you're with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, I'm ready for battle, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You ready to see me now? But you like just make a move. Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around to see if you're with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, I'm ready for bottom, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, I'm ready for bottom, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now?
That was crazy.
Can I just say from all of us, congratulations. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, what a dream. What a dream.
How are you feeling right now?
I am on top of the world. Like, I'm so proud of him and I'm so happy for him. And to see your kids live their dream is like no other. Like, it's crazy.
Congratulations, you smashed it this weekend.
I'm still surprised she has a voice. We saw her at the start of the weekend and she was loud, but she got louder over the weekend and the voice is still there.
Mom strength.
I had 0 event wins, and in order to win the CrossFit Games, I think you gotta have a couple of those under your belt. So we took it workout by workout, and freaking win the CrossFit Games and like win the last event on my own terms. It was an awesome feeling.
And there you have it, event 15 done. The whole of the CrossFit Games weekend felt like it just flew by. Yep. Justin Medeiros taking the win, ending the week on his terms. The first event win for Justin Medeiros, and he did it right at the end to win the CrossFit Games, which I thought was epic. Yep. And a couple of things that you may have missed. We saw BKG fall off his seat. See, you're not the only one if you fall off your seat when you're rowing. Happens to the best of us. And we saw a great race between Travis Mayer and Scott Panchik, where Travis actually dropped his barbell first but tripped over it. And obviously that was Scott Panchik's last event. You know, the crowd were going wild afterwards. Giving him a proper send-off. And then on the female side, Tia Claire Toomey did what Tia Claire Toomey does. She crushed the final event, but with all eyes on Annie and Kristin. For that third place finish, we saw Annie cross the line first. Little did we know at the start of this weekend that she would be on that podium. She didn't think it herself, but look what happened. You gotta love a story like that. A year ago, she was having a baby, she had a terrible birth. Didn't think she'd make it to the CrossFit Games. She made it to the CrossFit Games. Didn't think she'd do well at the CrossFit Games. It's just placed third. Wild. And also, in some more retirement news that we didn't know beforehand, but now we do know, is that Kristin Halte is retiring. She's done CrossFit for 10 years. She's been at the top for pretty much 10 years. She took to a post on Instagram and said that it was her last dance in Madison and at the CrossFit Games as a competitive CrossFit athlete. She'll be missed. She's always been up there and incredible, like a dark horse flying under the radar. And then my thoughts on the CrossFit Games, you know? I don't know if you care. I spoke to Dave. You know, I haven't spent, honestly, in my whole CrossFit career, I've never said a word to Dave. Never had a communication on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to call it. And we were walking to the after party and we accidentally bumped into him. And I told him face to face, I went, Dave, this was probably the best program games I've ever seen. Honestly, from a spectator standpoint, watching all of the events over the weekend, they were exciting. Even the longer ones. We saw some new movements that we had never seen before, and we saw some of the best in the world take them on. The atmosphere around the CrossFit Games and the Coliseum when all these events were going on was crazy. you can kind of like feed off the energy to know if the event's going well. And as you saw over the 4 videos, the leaderboard was super close. Other than knowing that Tia was going to win going into that last day, you kind of had no idea who was going to take it and be on that podium going into that final day, even into the final event. And to me, that screams a well-programmed workout, well-balanced. You know, Annie and Kristin Halte, 2 completely different athletes, but different builds. They were both right there going into the final event. So yeah, maybe the best one ever. And now, if you're here to know why we're still in Chicago in this hotel room, yay. That'll all be revealed when we get home. I don't want to jinx ourselves, but the reasoning is ridiculous. But also I kind of get it, but I just don't. So, you have to wait for that one. But anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, as always, please do smash that like button. If you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. If no one's told you today and over the weekend and watching all the CrossFit Games videos that you're a legend, you're a legend. Hope you have a good morning, night, evening, day, wherever you are. We'll catch you in the next one. And we'll catch you in the next one.